market rose 2.5 points in mixed trading. High-tech stocks set the upward.
The following is an MSN News presentation.
Conference today at 4 o'clock. Meanwhile, the first meeting with the local weather.
With Bob Sawyer. And Phil, love me 2 times, babe. Matthews.
Good evening, and welcome to MSN News. I am Bob Sawyer.
And I am the Walrus.
Tonight's top story. Seeing that his days in Washington may be numbered, President George Bush came to Memphis today to try and expand his ambitions by auditioning for the part of the new Federal Express comic commercial spokesperson. Seen here, Bush shows off his comic style that has kept Dana Carvey from Saturday Night Live in a job for the past 4 years. Says President Bush, "It's good, it's good. It's about time I started cashing in on my obvious comic appeal. I've been offered a job at UPS. Not gonna do it. Nope, not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture." Sources inside Federal Express, though, say that the president has little chance of getting the part. The unnamed source went on to say that although the president would be easily recognized, they've already used a fast talker, and Isuzu already has a liar. Phil?
Thank you, Bob. In a related story, the president isn't the only one in the First family trying to try his hand at show business. Here we see the First Lady Barbara Bush auditioning for a recent band roll-on commercial.
A recent nationwide poll shows that if the election was held today, Governor Clinton would tie George Bush for the presidency, each receiving 43% of the vote. MSN went one step further and found that of Clinton's 43%, 30% of them were women. And of those 30%, 27% of them had already been personally polled by Clinton's staff. Back to you, Phil.
On the lighter side of the news, well, the votes are in for the Elvis Presley postage stamp controversy. The contenders were a stamp featuring a young Elvis and an older, more mature Elvis. After the votes were tabulated, it seems neither was chosen. The overwhelming write-in vote chose the stamp entitled Elvis, the Jelly Donut Years. Well, I ate too many jelly donuts.
Getting back to the campaign trail, President Bush was at a rally outside Chicago this week, and he was once again the butt of the reporters' jokes. The president was given a Georgie doll as a gag gift by one of the reporters. The president was shocked to find out that the doll was anatomically correct when he opened up the doll's jacket to find out it had no guts. Phil, back to you.
And on a local note, Mayor W.W. Harrington, I'll call him Willie, late this past February passed out a memo to his subordinates. It basically stated that he would be responsible for all, I repeat, all comments made to the press. The memo goes on to state that if anyone is approached by a member of the media, they are to respond with a no comment, and then contact him immediately, and then he and only he would respond accordingly. In a related story, the mayor told members of the press earlier that he was the only mayor, only him. He was elected, nobody else, just him. He was the one and only mayor. Well, sources from inside Mayor Bill Morris's office said that when told of Mayor Harrington's comment, Mayor Morris, who is a product of the county school system, said, "Well, at least I can count to 2. He then snickered and went back into his office. Upon hearing Mayor Morris's remarks, Willie had no comment.
After hours of face-to-face meetings with Bill Clinton, the once presidential hopeful Paul Tsongas says he'd now accept the vice presidential nod if Clinton were to offer it. Tsongas went on to say that they discussed their plans for the future of America and the ideas that each of them had. When asked what specifically it was that convinced him to step down from the race, Senator Tsongas said, "We compared our ideas, and Bill's were just bigger than mine." And in a related story, Governor Clinton was asked by reporters if there was any truth to the story that his wife Hillary actually wore the political pants in his family. But before Clinton could answer, his wife Hillary stepped in and confirmed the story, saying that the only thing that has kept me around is his big ideas. Bill just bit his lip and cried. Phil?
And now for some entertainment news. Tragedy struck the Cosby Show this week when their youngest and brightest star had her leg mistakenly attached to her shoulder during a routine boil removal. Said Bill Cosby, "This is just another minor setback, but at least now she'll have a leg up on everyone else."
And for our most humiliating photo of the week, this shot was sent in to us by Gladys Pickering, a traveling bean salesperson from Black Oak, Arkansas. It seems that she captured Roy R. Spelvin in this most embarrassing predicament Thursday while on a routine sales call. Mr. Spelvin, an employee of the Anheuser-Busch Company in Little Rock, when questioned about the photo, said he was on his way to visit his urologist when the urge to stop became uncontrollable. I really had no idea that I was being photographed, said Spelvin. This is really embarrassing. I thought it was really bad when I painted myself in the corner last week, but when this leaked out, I was really peed.
This has been an MSN News Brief. We now return you to your regularly scheduled program.